In today's world, few countries face as many simultaneous threats as Bangladesh, a small nation in South Asia, yet burdened with immense challenges brought on by climate change. Each year, this resilient country battles a relentless barrage of natural disasters, raging cyclones, rising sea levels, devastating floods, landslides, and droughts. These unyielding forces are slowly eroding every inch of land, every quiet village, and every home belonging to millions of people. Not only are the bustling urban centers like Dhaka under siege, but even the most remote and seemingly peaceful rural communities now bend under nature's growing pressure. Storms arrive more frequently and with greater intensity, bringing heavier monsoon rains than ever before. Floodwaters surge without warning, swallowing everything in their path: homes, crops, livestock. Nothing is spared. From the capital's crowded streets to the most isolated farmland, no place remains untouched by the unforgiving hand of disaster. From the fertile northern plains to the river mouths in the south, the mighty waters of the Ganges and Brahmaputra rise higher each year, relentlessly eroding the land on both sides. Fields that once flourished with life have turned into desolate stretches of salt water and mud. Entire communities once rooted in tradition and soil are now being forced to leave everything behind. The number of climate refugees continues to grow. Families who have no choice but to abandon their homes, clutching whatever little they can carry, and setting out on uncertain journeys in search of survival. They walk away not out of will, but out of necessity, driven by the hope that somewhere there is still a place safe from the rising tide. Bangladesh lies on the vast and flat delta of the Ganges River, one of the most vulnerable regions in the world when nature turns violent. In the famous Sundarbans, home to the largest mangrove forest on Earth, communities live tightly packed along the coast, on land that was once rich and fertile. But today, life here is shadowed by constant fear. As sea levels rise, fragile embankments are easily breached, and crashing waves push deep inland. On Gabura Island, residents witness their land shrinking day by day. The sea has slowly eaten away every meter of soil, making the island smaller with each passing year. Not long ago, a nearby village was swallowed by floodwaters. A recent cyclone turned the entire area into a vast inland lake, where the laughter of children once echoed. Now only memories remain. Survivors still carry the trauma of the storm. That powerful cyclone took the lives of 26 people, including beloved family members. Some escaped death only by miracle. The floodwaters now regularly reach their doorsteps, surrounding homes day and night, plunging families into hardship, isolation, and despair. Storms like these are no longer rare events. They are becoming more frequent, striking with terrifying power and unrelenting force. Widespread flooding tears through many villagers are forced to abandon the traditional livelihoods passed down through generations. Abdul, 62, was once a proud rice farmer, but when saltwater destroyed his fields, he had no choice but to abandon his crops and turn to shrimp farming. Today, the land where rice once thrived has become a shallow shrimp pond, but the returns are painfully small. The bitter truth: he can't even afford to eat the very shrimp he raises. This quiet, heartbreaking reality stands as a symbol of the fragility and uncertainty that define life for so many in this vulnerable land. Each year, around 700,000 people in Bangladesh lose their homes to natural disasters. And that number doesn't even include the millions more who are indirectly affected. The capital city, Dhaka, already overwhelmed by population, has become a gathering point for climate refugees from across the country. They arrive with hope, searching for work, a roof over their heads, or simply a meal to fill an empty stomach. Every day, hundreds of people reach Dhaka by train or ferry. They come with nothing but the clothes they wear and fragile dreams of a better life. Today, Dhaka stands as one of the most densely populated and traffic-congested cities in the world. Refugees find shelter in makeshift lodgings within sprawling slums, where a single small room might house dozens of people. The living conditions are cramped, stifling, and severely lacking in basic necessities. Yet for many, it is the only refuge they have left. Korban Ali, 65, is a powerful example of resilience. Just weeks ago, he arrived in Dhaka after his home was destroyed by flooding for the 10th time. He had lost everything, yet he refused to give up hope. In a cramped, sweltering room of barely 40 square meters, he now shares space with 35 others. It's crowded and uncomfortable, but it's safe. His story has quietly passed from person to person, a testament to human endurance in the face of relentless hardship. Each day, Mr. Ali drives a cycle rickshaw, a three-wheeled taxi. The daily rental for his rickshaw is 1 Dhaka 25 pies, the same amount he spends on food and shelter. To send even a few cents home to his wife and 2 sons still in school, he works over 12 hours a day from dawn until long after dark. After covering all his expenses, he is left with just 2 to 5 cents, barely enough to live on, but just enough to keep hope alive. Every 3 to 4 days, he sends his tiny savings back to his family. His greatest wish is for his sons to stay in school, a dream that may seem small, but in a place like this, it's a goal as vast as the ocean. As long as he is alive, he says, he will not let poverty steal their chance at an education. In Bangladesh, there are now over 6 million people like Mr. Ali. Men and women pushed to the brink by the harsh realities of climate change. They are living proof of the deep injustice nature has dealt to some of the world's most vulnerable places. And yet, even in the shadow of despair, there is still a flicker of light, a quiet flame of resilience, of hope, and of unwavering love for family that refuses to be extinguished. Thank you for watching. If this story moved you, if these voices deserve to be heard, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing this video. Your support helps us continue telling stories that matter. Together, we can shine a light on the lives the world too often overlooks. See you in the next journey.